Hello everybody, thank you guys for tuning in to yet another video. I am about to react to Saints and Sinners episode 2. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, I know I am behind, but before I get into the recap, if you are new to my channel, thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like the content or any other videos that you may have seen. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Now that I got that out the way, let's jump right on in. Okay, so episode 2. It left off from, of course, episode 1, where Jabari got home and Paige, his wife, I remember her name now, Paige, his wife, was greeting him because she was expecting him because she called Uncle Ray Ray. Now, both Uncle Ray Ray and Paige have a long history going way back. I think that he was her first, if you know what I mean. So, it started out with that. And at the end of episode 1, he whispered in her ear, you killed Angela. And her eyes got really, really big. And so she was explaining her situation. He was not trying to hear. He was having a hard time understanding why would she go ahead and put a hit out on Angela, who could have been potentially carrying his child or whatever. And she pretty much said, you know what, I want my family back the way it used to be. You don't even know if she was pregnant or not. And it could really, honestly, it could have been anybody. It could have been Levi's or whoever. But anywho, so Jabari was just so not here for that. So a knock come on the door, and before Paige could get to the door, Jabari was like, who is it? And the person just opened up the door. Guess who that person was? Uncle Ray Ray. Okay, so Uncle Ray Ray, first of all, how you walking into somebody's house like that? But he was like, y'all really need to keep y'all doors locked. So he came in, and he was talking his shit, being intimidating or whatever the case may be. And Jabari is not here for it. He already don't like the fact that Paige even called him to get him involved. So now they are really indebted to him. Very much indebted to him. Okay, so let's go to the next scene with ex-mayor Ella May and the Attorney General. They were in his chambers talking about the situation from last episode when the police officer claimed that he was going to testify. He was found dead in his cell. So they was like, you know what? He was really our best choice. And he was pretty much just like, so we're going to have to call Christy in. And Ella May, she was really hesitant to even do that because she's like, no, she's done been through too much. All this and all that. So the next scene, of course, I'm going to be jumping back and forth because this is just off the top of my head after just watching it that first time. So Chrissy did go and talk to the Attorney General and everything to try to, tell her story, whatever the case may be. And that poor girl is a wreck. She is being pulled by the string. Do you hear me? She is a wreck. Like, she wants to do good, but she's always stuck in the middle of something. So I have a love-hate relationship for Christy. So the general was asking her questions, and she was pretty much like, because he had asked her about the girl that who was murdered because her organs was taken, and Chrissy told her that her parents that she was going to take care of her, look after her, and all that stuff, but she didn't, or whatever the case may be. That was last season. So let's go to, oh my God, let's go to when Rex was at his place playing pool with his boys, or whatever the case may be, and Uncle Ray Ray and his boys showed up. And Rexy is just not for the bullshit. He pissed off because he know that Uncle Ray Ray set him up with those 2 trucks that came up missing. And, you know, Ray Ray was like, you know what, I did it. I had to prove a point because you killed one of my boys. So, you know, they was having that tough grown man conversation, whatever, saying what they needed to say without putting hands on each other. And, so that was that. I wonder, how did they even know that Rex killed one of their boys? I don't recall him, how he found out about that. But anywho, so Kendrick, Kendrick was at this club. I was telling y'all about it on the first episode recap. He was at this club looking for somebody named Anna, whatever, to, you know, try to figure out who Stacia family was, whatever the case may be, in honor of her death, whatever. So this girl, Sapphire, came out on the stage, looked exactly like Stacia, exactly like her. And he actually thought that it was Stacia because he yelled out her name and everything. He thought that was Stacia, and she was just like, who is Stacia? What do you want? Pretty much. So he got pulled out of the club. Then he decided he wants to go back to the girl's house, okay? And he banged on the door. Stacia, I know you are. Anna, I know you in there. And she comes to the door like, how did you find me? What do you want? How you know my name? And, you know, he was just pretty much telling her about Stacia, whatever. So come to find out, Stacia is a twin. That's her twin sister. But whoever adopted Stacia did not want to have 2 kids. So they got separated. Thanks to the hands of Lady Byrd. So Anna has a rougher upbringing because, of course, she's in a strip club, but she's working in the strip club that belongs to Uncle Ray Ray. So he talked to her about it. She's kind of like freaking out. She don't know what to believe, whatever the case may be. And, you know, he just trying to tell her, listen, if you want to know about your sister, you know, I could show you about your sister and all that. Let's go to Josie, Tamara's friend, who is now with her ex-husband. So she's at the bar, minding her little business. She's with a lawyer or whatever, because she's trying to figure out what she can do to try to keep Miles there so that Tam won't take him to Florida with her. And it's like, girl, you going through a whole lot of borrowing money, putting your stuff up for collateral, and all this and all that, and you don't even know if this man even gonna make it. And you don't even have no ties to him. Like Tam do, she has a son with this man. So it's like she going all out to try to keep her man here. So in comes Uncle Ray Ray. Uncle Ray Ray sits down, whatever the case may be, and of course he's going to be up to something. Because Josie was like, she was thinking about putting her bar up or whatever the case may be, and he pretty much offered her the money for it or whatever the case may be. But Rex came to see Josie as well, and he was telling her about him, and she was telling him about Ray Ray being at the bar and everything like that. And she was like, I'm just glad that I did not accept his offer after what you just told me about him, or whatever the case may be. And so Rex was like, you know what? I need you to be my call girl. And she was like, wait a minute, hold on, I didn't sign up for that. He was like, not that type of call girl. The type of call girl, if I call you on the phone and I need you to do a job pertaining to Uncle Ray Ray, you need to be Johnny on the spot. And he paid her a lump sum of money, and she looked at that and was like, okay, So now you further in debt to Rex, Josie. She is just as dingy as they come. Um, so what's the next scene? Let's go back to the club where Anna works. So when Anna and Kendrick were together the first time, she got a phone call that she needed to come down to the club because there was an issue. So she came down to the club. So apparently she had to fill in for somebody, whatever the case may be. And Kendrick followed her. And she was supposed to have gave her cut to one of the bouncers or whatever the case may be, whatever. And he was about to put his hands on her, and Kendrick, Captain Saberhawk came in and tried to, protect her, whatever the case may be. And he was about to get his ass whooped until she stopped him and told the guy, "Here's your money." And she looked at Kendrick like, "Dude, what are you doing here? I didn't ask for your help, all this and all that." Now, Kendrick still does not know that Uncle Ray Ray owns this place, and that Uncle Ray Ray already told his father that, he gonna be coming from all angles, either with Kendrick, LMA, himself, whatever. So Kendrick is just he's another deer in headlights. Like, he's just, I don't know. So anywho, let's jump to Jabari and Paige again. Jabari, no, before that, Paige and Christy met up. And, they were sitting down, talking, having a good time or whatever the case may be. And, excuse me, y'all. Anywho, she and Christy were together, and she was talking to Christy and asking Christy, could she do her a huge favor? Could she go ahead and run some tests on her, because she really do feel like, and she knows that Dr. Ross took some of her eggs out of her when she was held captive. Now let's go back to LMA and the general. They got a hold to the doctor, who was not dead after all. I thought he was dead, but he has been in jail. Okay, and they talked until he finally gave in and said who was a part of the ring. He named off Christy, he named off Lady Byrd, and he named off Rex. And so LMA she was just dumbfounded, whatever the case may be. So that was that situation. They also summoned Paige again to come and give her testimony about, what happened to her, whatever. Oh my God, what else happened? Oh, Rex went to the prison. He went to the prison because Jabari left the house of him and Paige, because he just could not take the fact that she did what she did, whatever the case may be. So he went to Rex. He told Rex about what the guy in prison said, which has been on his mind ever since he's been out, trying to find out what happened to his father. And Rex was like, your father took a bullet for me. That's a hero in my book, or whatever. So Jabari was like, so do you know this old cat by the name of, I think his name was Russell or something like that? And he was like, no, I don't know him. But he knew him because he went to go see him in prison. And he pretty much was like, dude, what are you doing? But come to find out, Uncle Ray Ray had it set up for him to antagonize him, and he told him that his wife and family will be set for life if he go ahead and do this. You know, pretty much get in Jabari's head or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. So we get back to the prison a few scenes later, and one of the guards, I guess they was doing they rounds or whatever the case may be, and he walked past one of the jail cells, and it was a body hung from the ceiling. Now I don't know if it's for Dr. Ross or if it's for the old cat that Rex went to go see. I don't know. They didn't show the face or anything like that. Back to Paige. Paige is at home. She's frustrated because Jabari left. Christy calls her. And Christy tells her, you may not be able to have no more kids. So she's really, really hurt about that. And while she's going through her little moments, whatever, then a knock on the door again, and in comes Uncle Ray Ray. So she's crying or whatever. She's like, what are you doing here? This is not the time. What are you doing here? My debt is paid. What are you doing here? And he just like, calm down. What's wrong? And the way that he looked at her was sincere. Like he really wanted to know what was wrong with her. And she was like, that freak ass Dr. Ross took my eggs. I'm never gonna have any more kids. So she crying, and then she just fell into his arms. I was like, oh my goodness, Paige, you just fell into his arms. And did he not start taking advantage and start kissing her and all this and all that? But before we get into all that, I think just based off that scene, I'm pondering, did he have somebody do something to Dr. Ross in the prison? I don't know. That could be. But so he was kissing on her and everything, so you know they done did it. You know, he was telling her don't fight it and all this and all that. I really do think that he really, really loves Paige. So back to Ella May. Ella May found out about the 3 people that's a part of the ring, and she got that information because she cut the cameras off. It was off record and all that stuff. So she hightails her ass to go see Lady Byrd. This is the end of the episode. So she said, Dr. Ross told me that you was the part of the organ ring and all this and all that, and you know she trying to save face and pretend like she ain't she don't know what she was talking about or whatever. And she was like, cut the crap. I can protect you, but you gotta be honest with me. So she was like, you know what? Fine. Yes, I used to be a part of it at a point of time. And so she was like, and you got my daughter involved in this? And she was like, Ella was just going off, and then she was like, why would you even be involved in this? And Lady Byrd was like, because Ella May, I'm dying. Lady Byrd is dying, y'all. So all them girls that has been coming up missing was for her. Like, do she has a rare disease? Well, we gonna find out. Cause I gotta watch episode 3, and I know I'm behind because today is Sunday and episode 4 come out today. I'm gonna watch episode 4 during the week, whatever. I'm gonna get caught up. Trust and believe. So when she said that, when Lady Byrd said that, I said, oh my God, she is dying? Like, does she got cancer? Does she have like a rare disease that she needs to have a certain blood type, or she need a healthy organ or something? Like, what is the sickness? What is she dying from? So hopefully I'll get that answer on episode 3. So I'm going to end this video right here. And I know I missed some stuff. Don't be too hard on me, y'all. This is the stuff off the top of my head, and I felt like I need to hurry up and get on camera and talk about it before I lose it. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If there's something that you want to discuss, put it down in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next